cup of tea? Are we here now? Are we here now?
Yes, we are.
Ooh. Ooh, rude, feisty. Thank you, number one. I made the big mistake of letting the PC do its reset Windows updates. And of course that meant that it had decided when I opened OBS that no, don't encourage it. Don't encourage it. That it would make sure that my microphone wasn't set to the device anymore. Yeah, as a programmer, I absolutely detest updates. They set me back so much every single time. Don't think I've ever had a Windows update that's improved anything. Ever. Anyway. Thank you for that. God damn it, Jim. You'd have just let me sit here yapping away to nobody. Probably giggling away, thinking it was really funny. Right. I assume then we can hear the game. Yeah, the game's coming across. I even said hello to you, Jim, as well. You're not getting. Yeah, it's hello, 911. Thank you. Where am I? I've forgotten where I'm going now. Right, we need to get back to see the smoker on the balcony, which means I need to. Where? Fast travel. Fast travel. Now. Nope. Apparently not. No, don't get distracted. I really want to know what this is. No, don't get distracted. This is my home place. Fast travel from here? Yeah, you are here. Fast travel. Fast travel. Don't really understand it. I need to go here. This game, yeah, we're about 50 hours into this. About 50 hours in. I haven't played it before. This is my first playthrough of it. But we are 50 hours in thereabouts. And on day 3. So, I don't need to go, I need to go around this way. So we are... Well, maybe you don't want to know who we are. Sometimes you don't know. It goes on forever. We are a superstar hobo cop. There has been a murder. A man was shot and hung. And we are investigating the case. This guy, we don't need to care about this guy. He just tags along. Useless fella. And yeah, a bunch of other stuff going on as well. It's all good. The whiny-ass kid that wouldn't stop crying. No, he's asleep on the sofa now.
Oh no, yes, he's finally stopped crying. Yeah.
Hey, it's important to be that. Can we go straight up to this point? Can we go straight up to this point?
Darling, are you okay with just your coffee, or did you want something stronger?
Ooh. I mean, what are you suggesting that it might be a Saturday night? We should be having a cocktail.
Young. But instead, we're at a disco. Ah.
The game, maybe it was a new player, it was a survival game, had a kid that cried or something. Don't think so. Survival game with a kid that cries. Isaac, yeah. Yeah, his ear was hurting the other night, and he got up the next morning feeling absolutely fine. Went to school, no problem at all. So, don't know.
Kid things.
Kid things. It probably poked his finger in his ear and made it hurt for a night.
Sensitive things like that. Has Isaac played a game where a kid cries and can't stop?
No, he's only ever played a ground on stream, I think. And that didn't look anything like this. Don't think it was us. Don't think it was us. A teacher, old dude, wine bag kid. Their home base was a building. People went out and
Gendarmerie,
nights find stuff.
you found me.
I mean, not gonna lie, that sounds really good. Apart from the wine bag kid.
That sounds a bit like. That sounds a bit like the. I think it came out on Xbox, but not on PlayStation, and then it was out on PC as well. There's the zombie. Was it a zombie game, Jobby? And you're in a room and you can send people out. Maybe it's that. Maybe not. I don't know.
I've played a game like that, but not on stream. We should do Safe House Diaries, but you
I'll
should
put all of the community into
put the
it.
community into it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I could totally do
Kenny,
that. I could totally do that.
you could totally do that.
I could even mod it up to include special events for them.
Oh, you know what? I was about to ask what we're doing tomorrow. I need to go out and buy Isaac some more shoes, but now I think that Isaac and I are going to go out and buy him some shoes. And you're going to be making a new
His
game for
slender
us to
figure
stream.
is backlit by city lights.
Yeah, we'll do that after this
Its
actually. Safe House
distant
Diaries, but
streets
where
and
it's everyone from the
motorways
community.
flashing like diamonds.
Oh,
I'll have to if I'm doing work to do that, I'll have to skip a week of doing the examiner, I suppose, but that's fine. That's fine. So this guy, I think, is turning tricks for people around this area. He is like a gigolo type jobby, I think.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
I mean, it's 9:30 in the evening. It's raining. It's freezing, and yeah, he's showing off his muscular body. So, what are we saying here?
It was mine. My friends use it from time to time to visit me. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
Why did we make things wrong? Smoker on the balcony. What was he upset for? Was it because we disturbed him earlier in the day? He did speak to us, but they dashed off.
Yeah, that was a couple of sessions ago, wasn't it?
So, but yes, I will have a cocktail, maybe like a gin and tonic or something. Ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, that's what I was aiming for. No, honestly, I'm just not going to screw anything up. I'm not going to make things right. I'm going to make them spectacular.
Beautiful.
Nearby. A nearby street lamp cast shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
My Sunday friend. It is Sunday for us here now. We have past midnight, so wait, is that because I don't know, creepy. By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Points to the sea skyline. Okay, I'm just gonna make a point that he can see the murder.
Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Oh yeah, lovely
Wait.
special place.
Suddenly you are digging things?
Hey dude, I ain't digging things. Alright. I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to
That's
you.
nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
I just found you
Just look
again.
at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
He's right. Only losers go to bed early. Time to break out the booze. A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Okay. Got to promise that we talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
Okay. So, the smoke on the balcony. Yeah. Take care, right? It says when the time smell before slipping off into the
And
night.
he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
Yeah, yeah. His shirt. Why is his shirt always unbuttoned? He's such a good listener. I like talking to him. There's just something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves. He smells good. Why does he smell so good? Oh, God. Okay. All of these are said as if you're an absolute idiot that doesn't get the idea of a male prostitute. But that's fine. It's fine. His shirt. Why is his shirt always unbuttoned?
His shirt.
His
His
shirt.
shirt.
His shirt.
He's trying to dive deep into the mysteries of his shirt.
He's not. He's not.
His
Okay.
shirt. No, I don't know why his shirt is always unbuttoned. Come on, detective.
It turns out
We've got a potential witness to
take that.
interview.
Harry,
His
Harry,
Sunday friend, remember?
despite being a superstar hobo cop and having the life that I've lived, that I don't recognise a male prostitute when I see one.
Oh, gigolo.
That's what it seems. However, Kim seems to have recognised him.
Of course Kim has. Kim's way better than you are.
Oh. And now I'm talking to Kim. Kim's
Kim knows.
these.
Because Kim actually is a good cop.
No, Kim's not a good cop. I'm a better cop than Kim. Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember? He nods at the apartment door before you. Okay. Well, I went with the shirt thing. That's fine. There was a lot of options. They were all... Okay, his Sunday friend... I didn't expect his Sunday friend to look like this, I have to say. That's fine. Quarterly business magazine. I'm gonna have a quick poke around before I talk to him. Dishes soaked up in a pot. Yes, a Sunday friend. An empty ashtray. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Flyers for underground parties. A hat. Steal the hat. Steal the hat. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. An old photo of the same apartment dated year 01. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. What we got here? The party dragon's silk robe. Tell you what. Oh yeah, Kim. Before we talk to this man, let's dress appropriately, shall we? Let's switch into the robe. Show off my bare chest, my beautiful bare chest. A scented scarf, lovely. my super cool glasses. I don't know what to do. Lose a bit of drum, that's okay. The green snakeskin shoes or the red brogues? The green snakeskin shoes, I think. And just no trousers whatsoever. Oh, and yeah, pop the hat on. We don't need the torch anymore. Oh, and we don't need the gloves. Silk scarf. The scented scarf. This I believe is the look that I'm going for. Yeah, this is perfect. Perfect. I don't know what the stats are for this combination of clothes, but I do know that this is the perfect attire. It's a picture. Buckets of, what was that? Buckets of paint, something. Hey, Jim, I've just to talk to the Sunday friend. I've updated my look a little here. Fancy, right?
You have acquired the hat.
Yes, I have acquired a hat. See, the hat straight away. It looks good on you. Look at that, the hat. Perfect. It's already disarmed this Sunday friend. He's ready to now talk to the cops.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
There we go.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé.
Okay, that's a big introduction. I don't know if I'd have all of that in me as far as meeting a random person goes. Oh, easy there.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am
Now, what
here
you
to
missed,
assist
Jim.
you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
We had a chat to the man on the balcony, the male prostitute guy, shirt open, smoking, out to, peruse the nightlife and see who he could entertain. And I had a conversation with him, and all of my options were idiot man that doesn't realise what a male prostitute is all about. It was like, why does he always smell so good? Why is his shirt always unbuttoned? Why is he such a great listener? Like, all of the options are bad. Kim just took the piss out of me. I heard you talk to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I'm here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Yeah, okay. We can ask you about the finer things. I've been listening. Yeah, it was it was you're a great listener too, yeah, great listener. Did you do the dishes with your shirt unbuttoned? I bet you're smelling great today. A good gigolo. Oh, that's a shame. We're looking for a bad gigolo. Point to the bed. Before we go on, I absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy. Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from. Or get to that. Silk robe.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business.
Well, I've stolen it. It's mine now.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's an official doing, like you doing in
The
Martin Nails.
coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled.
Like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy.
The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, okay. But what are you doing here in this apartment? Hmm? I mean, we don't need to ask that. We know. We don't need to play the dumb cop here. So, what is this international
La
community?
communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the
Lemony fresh like dish soap.
In
My
other
hands are very
words,
smooth.
the
You're not
nations that
pretty.
stopped the disaster of the revolution.
Smooth, pruny hands. Wonderful. What we look for in a gigolo.
Ready for his
Yes,
question?
as I said
Yeah.
before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stabilité. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not.
Whatever you wish, officer. I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
The man gives a solemn nod. I'm not going to turn to the lieutenant and talk to... No, not we've been looking for. I am the cop here. Kim's just taking notes. I put some far too much on like a balance. Is it because you did it, Mr. I'm not going to just accuse him of hanging. I know that he didn't do the hanging. That's crazy talk. Let's just start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
Never mind. I knew that anyway, Kim. Shut up, Kim. Who are they? Can you describe them? Okay, that's...
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
Yeah, the dock workers, that's fine.
Let's just
We
say
already know
that
who
the
it was.
laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
How
I
many?
couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The
That's good.
lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Yeah. Were they even huge? Like 200 kilograms
That's
huge?
a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
Not tall giant. But never mind.
I went back inside.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing
Nothing
to
to
see,
see.
but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they Kojos, Kit, those funny squinting men. Those funny squinting men. Oh, God. Welcome back. I mean, obviously.
Those funny...
Oh.
Oh, officer. That kind of language is unbecoming of an officer of the RCM.
I was just being descriptive. Descriptive. I was trying to make sure that you understood what I meant rather than, using complicated words.
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
Okay. Men?
All men,
Women?
I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
Okay.
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
Okay, that's fine.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
You didn't check your watch?
My watch. Yes, now I remember. It was 30 minutes past midnight, give or take.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
I don't want to say that was a waste of time. That's not a waste of time. Those are all my questions. Thank you for your time.
Anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
View. It's dark outside.
Listen.
A baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
Someone's baby's crying.
Oh, listen.
Not that kind of lesson.
The Insulindian Bay.
Okay.
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen.
It's Forby's place. Forby lives in apartments in the Insulindian Bay. Damn it, Disco Elysium's just doxed Forby, Kerry.
Oh dear.
But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
They exist. I mean, we all knew they existed, but just didn't realise. I can't even this seat stop falling backwards now.
Why do you keep breaking your chairs?
I don't know why I keep breaking up chairs. It's on its like mode where it rocks backwards. I blame Isaac.
Yeah, I
Oh.
don't blame
I think I got it. It's fixed. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away. Okay. I was
My
asking about
friend
your
comes
friend.
and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
Not an odd choice of words. Not at all. Still haven't told me who he is.
Who?
Your friend, smoke on the balcony. We're just talking about
But I
him.
told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Okay, so all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study
He's
the
deeply
arts.
enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
He's a truly
Charles.
free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Peninsula? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
You're describing how the coalition occupied Roshar.
One of the wonders of democracy is that everyone is allowed to have his own opinion. And not just allowed, encouraged even. Have you ever tried debate?
What do you mean?
Debating. You should consider joining a debating society for adults. I hear they're oodles of fun. I used to have a flyer for one, but now that I start thinking of it, it was for an improv class anyway. It's this funny theater thing, you know?
I feel like I'm being misdirected quite a lot
Helps
here.
relieve stress.
This man is talking gibberish to just move me off
90% of the game is gibberish.
the delicious scent of his young boy.
A chill runs down your spine as you envision a half-dozen people in professional attire standing around a chair, awkwardly pretending to be waiting for a motor bus. It's neither funny nor creative.
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue. That it's never going to happen. They enter negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
That doesn't tell me anything about Kendra itself. Is it warm there, cold, something in
It's
between?
warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's menage decided to immigrate.
Yeah, I had something
Are you
else in
all
mind.
in, officer?
Thank you.
A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again when you leave.
Oh, hold on. Why can't we talk
It's
later?
against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen.
Oh, you okay, pal?
And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
Rest of time.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
I'm not going anywhere.
Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space.
Okay, I suppose then we ought to just make sure that we've actually got all of his statements.
The coalition is on. The economy impacts the entire international. Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Okay. Below 2% of what?
But not too far below. No. Too below is also bad. Below. But close to the coalition believes.
He's
in
very
the
diplomatic. He's very good at being a politician and not answering questions.
Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Oh, yeah. Give me a leaflet.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability. But I don't have my leaflets on me.
No, you promised me a leaflet.
You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the Moral Intern's commitment to transparency.
You want to pick him up? What's that monologue?
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
Rhyme bugs.
Go to bed.
And awaking Isaac. Bless him.
But of course.
But why? Am I a moralist?
Well, do you value freedom?
He's
do you believe in a
fine.
normal, stable
He came
world
down
governed by
and
democratic values?
decided to sleep, fall back asleep again on the sofa. And yeah. Well, no, he was asleep, but he fell asleep on the sofa, and he's just turned and decided to wake up. If he's going to cry like that, it's just because he's mid sleep and trying to find somewhere to be comfortable again. He'll be back asleep again in 2 minutes. I think it's because he woke up from sleep in a room that's full of disco lights. Lieutenant, are you a moralist?
Me?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly recomposes himself.
The serial often wake up in a room filled with disco lights and start crying.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
Yes, I know that. You're being a politician now, Kim. You're supposed to just answer the question, not start yabbering about what you
A
are.
very moralist answer.
Oh, we both politicians. Oh, falls asleep on the couch, wakes up mad. I fall asleep on the couch quite a lot. I don't usually wake up mad. I just usually wake up and in time for work. Sometimes just needing to stretch a lot. Sofas aren't the right size for me. There's not a lot of beds that are the right size for me. Too big. Too big. I think Cyril's the same. He looks like a big guy. Is he like 6'2", 6'3" or something? The world's an uncomfortable place for tall people. Actually, maybe only 6 foot. Not so bad then. Not so bad. The world, maybe a bit less so in America, but over here, this country is not really designed for people over 6 foot. There's plenty of places where I have to learn to duck through doorways and avoid beams in the ceilings, like old pubs and things that just have low ceilings. And beds and sofas and everything. I just about fit in most bed in a normal sized bed, but then you'll get beds that just happen to be a couple of inches too short and have to sleep diagonally across them. Short doors, full of short people. So a few years ago, I went across to Japan. Spent a week across in Japan with my brother, and things are wildly not designed for people of my. So I'm 6'3", 6'4" he's maybe 6'1", 6. Yeah, he's probably 6'1". He's just over 6 foot. And the two of us, like Japanese people, just look at us like we're monsters there. But it was great. Like the week would be like 5 p.m. when all the offices went out and the streets were just full of people. We could be opposite sides of a busy street and just look across and see each other, because like the 90% of the population are just shoulder height. It's just all these heads going across. Yeah. Crazy things. We went and played indoor golf. And let me just go chatting. We went and played indoor golf. Was like, yeah, what things we do in Tokyo? And there was a place that said indoor golf and play like video golf things. Where yeah, we'll do that, have a few drinks and play that. And it was like 2 or 3 floors up in this building in Tokyo. Like you could look out from the windows onto the like busy Tokyo streets. And we're just in this big room with like, I don't know, eight of these computer stations where you can play golf from. Like it automatically puts the ball on a tee thing, and you're firing into like a netted wall, and there's a projector showing some golf course. So, oh, this is cool. So yeah, went up to the counter of it. I'm like, yeah, well, two of us play around a golf. We'll have some beers and things. And they were like, okay, right, we understand you. We'll set up over there, and like we'll bring you drinks over. That's fine. And then he said something like he didn't know the English word for, and he was like saying something to us. I was like, okay, well, not sure what you're saying. And he's like trying to say it again and like doing this. That's what I'm saying. And he points behind him to like some gloves, and he's still doing this with his hands. I was like, oh, like golf gloves. And I just put my hands up in front of him, and he looked like the most scared I've ever seen a Japanese person. Just stared back at me, like looking at my hands, and he was like, no. I was like, that's what I thought. It's like, super high tech and building houses of bamboo ladders. Yeah, in Tokyo, it wasn't like bamboo ladders and things. In Tokyo, it was like a city, any city, just again, even in the city, not designed for people my size. We did go out into the countryside as well, and yeah, it is. It's a beautiful. I mean, weirdly similar to Britain as far as sort of climate goes, and sort of the looks of the place. They drive on the same side of the road as us, but just yeah, there's a big cultural difference. A big cultural difference. There's various things that we saw across there. Like, okay, that would take some getting used to. Just they're yeah. What's normal to them is very different, but it was cool. It was an enjoyable week. Anyway, where's things? I'm not designed for it. Japan and people of my size don't really mix. I couldn't live there. What is a normal, stable
The
world?
Occident is part of the normal world.
Traditional toilets are troublesome. The Japanese toilets are one of the best things about Japan. So, like nearly all of the toilets are the high-tech toilets where you can it's like heated seat. You can push the buttons and make fart noises. What the fart noises are like? Flushing noises. Flushing noises to hide your farts. You can have another button that will play nice music to you. There's often a button for spraying, like giving you a spray clean, and there's a button for doing like the front sprayer or the back sprayer, and then like temperature controls for like the seat and for the water that comes out, and like pressure things. But then we were staying in somewhere where let's bring on. We were staying in this place and had all those controls like on the side of the toilet where you can do all those, but then on the wall was like a panel thing that I noticed. So I opened the panel thing, and it was like all the maximums that you could set for everything, which was like, here's the maximum water pressure and maximum. So I was like, I turned everything up. So when my brother went back there and used the toilet, it was like as hot as it could come out, blasting as hard as it could come out. Like the toilet seat was uncomfortably hot to sit on. It was. He was like, I just needed a shit. What the hell are you doing? Swearing out of the loo. Oh man. Yeah. So good. Yeah, if you're ever in Japan, as I say, nearly all the toilets have that. But sometimes there'll be like a little pull open panel thing. Good to mess with those. The Occident is part of the normal world. Oh, je le sais.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Revachol? Is it part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
I don't mind crunching next to the microphone.
Hey, you did your face.
Gotta.
Don't think I'm a moralist. Moralism sounds incredibly boring. I want more action. Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Revachol must be governed by Revacholians. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D. None of the above. Is that moralism? Yeah.
Option D, usually the most reasonable answer?
Yes, everything else is super extreme. It's like living with a bunch of lunatics.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Welcome. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed. An ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are.
No, I think I think your young friend is the doer, or maybe he's the doee. I don't know actually, but one of you would be.
Now, enough of this delightful political interlude.
Tell me
Was there
about
anything
Sir
else you wanted to ask?
Schleff.
What's there to
Schleff.
say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern,
Clé,
urbanized
Sir
country
Clé,
that
okay.
measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Darlings? That can't be an official designation.
What makes Revachol so let's say is darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language,
Sur-la-Clé?
its people,
Clé.
its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been
Are you
mercifully
joining me?
spared of Sur-la-Clé's.
Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur-la-Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent
Oranje,
member of the international
There was
community.
goods coming from there. I thought they also said it was a. I thought the old lady said it was dodgy country.
Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced
You are such a
services.
politician.
But that didn't tell you anything about Oranje.
Don't you just talk like a normal person?
About what?
Just it was like in the Orange.
Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged, whatever
Okay.
you wish, officer.
Okay.
Of course.
We can actually leave
this?
now.
We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
This is because I keep saying none of the above political stuff, isn't it?
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Kingdom of Conscience. No. I'm too fiery for this watercolour ideology. I'm trying to develop more extreme and interesting opinions. Yeah.
That's a pity. Real democracy was just around the corner for Revachol. All the leading citizens are waiting there, without you.
No. Screw them. I ain't in for that. No. Extreme all the way, baby. Superstar Hobart Cop doesn't do balanced political Kingdom of Conscience. No. Off we head. Right, we're now at 10:30. It's getting a little late. However, we've got points to level up if we need to. We don't. I'm going to head back to. I'm going to put some trousers on Let's get my electrochemistry trousers on. Let's see. Electrochemistry gloves. Drama and electrochemistry. Yeah, that's fine. We can have that for the top. The shirt. Where's my t-shirt? Okay. This is fine. Empathy. Okay. That's good. Hey, Goose! How's it going, man? How's it going? I wish I could work out how I'm supposed to fast travel. I'm going to move around to fast travel. Boring.
Sounds like the boo has settled.
Yeah, I knew he'd be back asleep within
I wasn't sure.
moments. That was his I'm really tired and I've woke up when I'm uncomfortable cry. Am I in the right place for my fast travel? Yes. We want to go to the... I want to get back this way. Fisherman Shacks.
I mean, it's getting on a bit. You're gonna have to go to bed soon.
Super fun. I love this game. I absolutely love it. It's slow. It's probably a terrible game for it's probably a terrible game for streaming.
I really enjoyed this game when we first started. Now I am bored. I am really bored with this game, and that sounds horrible to say.
I wonder whether that's a bit of it, that I'm the person making decisions and playing it my way, and it's like frustrating you that...
Oh yeah, Ken and I do not play these types of games the same.
I think there's a deal of that there. But I think like you could play through this by yourself.
No.
You don't think so? You think,
no,
I think too slow.
I think I would go through...
You want to shoot stuff, don't you?
I like shooting stuff or hitting things in the face with big pointy swords. I like a bit of action.
Yeah, this is a point and click type thing.
It is. Very it really is. Even on point and click adventures.
Oh, we've got ads. Wait for folks to come back.
Yeah.
People will be back soon. Hi, Feisty. Oh, Goose might still be here. Goose might well be being sensible and have an ad blocker in place. I hope you have. I know I have. These soggy logs smell.
Half Sword. Oh yeah, Half Sword. That was is that the game that I love that game.
In the tournament, yeah.
Really loved that game. That game was awesome. That's the kind of game I like.
I saw I don't know on whose, it might have been on Luffy's, I don't know if you know Luffy. I think it was in his Discord. Somebody had popped a like a video of a sort of RPG game that was equally bonkers as far as the control scheme went. So you could fall over, like it had that sort of I'm a drunk person falling around, but it was actually...
I love that in real life.
You like it in real life. But it was like a in Cascooms or whatever it was, like an RPG sort of thing. But moving around, like just trying to get the doors open and trying to then battle things and throw, just that sort of thing.
This sounds like a mix between the games that I like and a game that you like. You are good with rage games. I am not good with rage games.
Yeah, I definitely got to look into it. It was just cool.
Rage games makes me rage a bit too much.
It was a something RPG. I can't really remember what it was, but yeah, we should definitely have a look at it.
Okay.
Anyway, Goose was there. He was my encouragement for the last few runs of the drive up game when I finally.
Oh
actually,
my god, yeah, that game. I can't play those games.
I couldn't stop playing it. It got to I don't know, it was like three or four in the morning or
He
something.
gave up the game and he's like, I don't even like the game, but I couldn't stop playing it.
I knew how close I was. Goose went away for like I think to get some dinner or something, and I was like, he won't come back. He'd been watching me for like a couple of hours, just
Bless him.
20 minutes
Bless
of time
you.
trying to get up there. And he turned up after I'd failed another couple of runs. I was like, oh man, I got real close. I think it was the very next run when I got back. I think he turned up just in time to see me fall from like the second to last pallet just before the very finish. And he was like, oh man, turned up at the wrong time for that. And I think
came back for the win.
Yeah, came back for the win. I think he saw me falling like right from close to the end, and the very next run I got to the finish.
Yeah, again, I'm not good with those kinds of games. I love puzzle games. I will play a good hidden object game until the cows come home. I love games like RPGs, especially JRPGs, but
I can absolutely understand why.
you're looking good. But yeah, rage games.
You're liking this look, are you? You're liking the.
I mean, it's a look.
It's definitely a look. Yeah, no, I can understand why people would rage at that game, or rage at any of the rage games.
Yeah. I mean, Isaac was really good at Rocket Fella. Was it the Rocket one that he was really good
Yeah,
at?
he went through. I helped him on a couple of levels, but apart from that, he pretty much went
Beat
through
Z.
Rockefeller by himself. Yeah.
Yeah, he was good. I would have done worse than Isaac. Now, it's bad enough that I'll be worse than Ken in some games, but now I'm going to be worse than Isaac. But I appreciate this game. I appreciate how in-depth it is. We've just watched tonight Inland Empire.
Yeah, that.
Don't get it. I've been thinking about it. I've been sitting there pondering. Still don't get that far.
So, I don't know if you've ever seen any of this game, Goose. The within this game, there's loads of these. So you can put stats into all of these things here, and all of them represent some sort of ability within the world. So when you're rolling against something happening, so there's times when it'll basically do a roll for
He's asking
something.
what kind of game it is.
I mean, point and click
Kind of.
adventure, it's a dialogue driven point and click
With some dice gaming.
with a little bit of dice rolls for certain things, and those dice rolls can be affected by these things that you see. You can put points into these. Yeah, it's a big story, and lots of talking to people, and
Massive
lots of like huge dialogue trees, and the things that are on here kind of not only affect certain dice rolls, but also affect the dialogue that you're getting throughout the game, and the and sort of your what pops up and what he talks about. So we put loads of points into drama, which allows you to lie and makes you detect lies. And basically, like, this intellect's really high. There's not a lot of points in anything else, but we've got a few points to actually put into things. You kind of save those a little bit because you'll come across a roll that you'll need to make, and you might be poorly equipped for it, so you can put the points into it. Oh, this is one of the traps, I think.
Perfectly summarised.
You are
Lovely.
Baldur's Gate
That's,
3, minus spells and
Looks
fighting
like the
and
same
everything
one
cool.
we saw Morel
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really watched much
Same
Baldur's Gate 3, but I realise it's
same
a dice roll kind of. It's an yeah.
I've
yeah.
watched it, and I've played Baldur's Gate 3.
It is. It's. There's very little out there like this, or if there is
That is
anything
true.
like this, there's nothing with the scope of this. The scope is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like the depth in it is huge, absolutely huge.
You kind of think in the first 24 hours of the game time that you're playing, you're like, oh, okay, we're just going to be looking into this murder. And then you fall asleep on the sofa in a drunken heap
Behind
one night.
the ruins
You
of
wake
a
up and Ken's
residential
setting
building
up some
rise
kind of
over
speed
the
den.
reeds.
Not
When this
like
district
running
was
speed,
booming,
but speed the drug.
The reeds were kept at bay.
In a
Nothing
church.
obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks
We
and
need speed.
adventurous
Yeah,
teenagers
we need
to
speed.
hide. Now only the wind blows.
And that's the game.
Should I risk reaching for this trap? I risk reaching for the trap. Wait.
You got 6 and 3.
No, wait. I'm gonna reach for the trap and say, did they give me anything as far as... No. Everything's fine here.
Speed dance for the win.
Yeah. I'm gonna reach for the
There's a trap.
It's not a roll.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid.
Yeah,
region
I've got to say,
Big
I've
surprise.
been dealing with the boyo,
Anyway,
and I came
one
back
down.
and Ken's
3
some
to go.
kind of Chinese,
Yeah.
Japanese, geisha, gay man.
I popped
Person.
into a
Looking fabulous with it.
gigolo's or a male prostitute's room to chat to a politician in there, and basically stole a load of his outfit stuff. I don't.
Looking fabulous.
One down, 3 to go. Damn, I was hoping it'd be in the first one. It'll be the next one, surely.
Surely. Anyway, the air is nice and fresh here.
Behind you, the ruins of a
Also, the
resident- when this
characters.
district was booming.
Really well done.
Sorry, what was read on? The boathouse is shoddily constructed, a strong breeze background.
It's a statement and a half.
Yeah.
But yeah, the characters in here.
Oh, fantastic.
Ken's we found out our name is Harry Dubois.
This looks like stuff I can pick up. I'll
Yeah.
just put the bag back in my hand.
But I love Kim. Kim is our friend. No, he's not our friend. Not according to Ken.
No. Kim can suck it. Suck it, Kim.
I love Kim. But as Ken was saying, this is a little bit frustrating
Another,
because I don't.
it's another
Dudes,
bodies
I
against the wall.
truly believe that
Scattering
men,
bulldozers
if
spread
they
across the
want
crack
to
wall,
feel a little
reaching
bit
from one corner to the
breezy
other.
on a sunny day, should be
A row of
encouraged
ghostly
to wear
shades
dresses or
stand
skirts
facing the wall. There are many of them.
rather than walking
dozen at
around
least.
in
heads low and
ill-fitting
eyes
shorts
blindfolded.
and no top.
It's quiet.
This might be a British thing,
No sound, no movement.
but yeah, that's what you see along our coast. We live on the coast,
10 meters away.
and yeah,
Other shades
you see them
are
walking
lined up
around.
in orderly manner.
No t-shirt on. The
Automatic
t-shirt's normally
rifles prime.
tucked down the back of their
A gust of wind blows
ill-fitting
by.
shorts.
The coats
with a
of the
kind of
firing squad flap
homebrew,
slowly in the
not
breeze.
homebrew, and a
A single
special brew.
person
Oh,
stands on the
Can
side.
of facts. Maybe I drink a can of facts.
I'll bring you in a can of facts.
One standard size can of beer.
And yeah, whereas I think if they could walk around in a nicely fitting, breezy dress, they would feel so much better.
Being, it's more of a Bryson thing.
I think they'd be down for it up here for... No, actually, no. No, probably not. But it's a shame. I'd fully encourage it, endorse it.
A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine.
I shall finish my drink, then I shall get you a can of facts, my dear.
Thank you.
Not a trace.
I'm not
remains.
going to drink can of facts
The
because I'm
abundance
not
of
some
bullet
kind
holes
of
leads to two
glutton for
options.
punishment.
Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a
Plus, it looks
conscience
comically big when I
where
hold
only
it.
one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
They're called kilts. Sundresses for guys. Kilts. Do you?
Oh, yeah, I get told off a lot.
You make your kilt up and look for the...
Only if I know the person. I don't do it to people who I don't know.
Sexual abuse, Kerry.
Oh, it totally is. Which I'm very ashamed of.
You sound it. Look at the people against the wall. Look at the line of soldiers. The person standing on the side.
The common
Thanks,
One
911, for
who
coming in
gives
to
the
see us. We hope you enjoy your
machine
look.
gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes
Die
bouncing on his
over and
face.
over in Ultimate Online. Wow.
I'm totally gonna play WoW. Once Ken moves all of this stuff upstairs, I'm gonna set this one up.
You're gonna do. Like,
And I'm gonna do like a month or
Try
two of WoW.
I don't think you're crazy, but that's fine.
Well, I think you're crazy for playing this shit for flaming 78 hours or whatever it is you've been playing.
Only 50 so far.
There we go.
The commandment. Oh, I mean, you should be playing Tattletale. I agree with that, especially.
Right. Tattletale. Why aren't my buttons ready yet?
I don't know.
So I can zero in. Tattletale. Ken likes See Me Scared. He
host of
really likes See Me Scared, and I get scared really
Everything
easily.
closed.
And while
Ragged from
zombie
the conflict
games,
and covered in
love me a
dust.
zombie game.
They were not sitting,
I love scary films.
executions
Even not
and
scary
celebrations,
films make me jump
as
though.
demonstrated by
I
the
jump
height
really
level
easily.
They stand, facing the wall.
And Ken bought this
It's
game called
impossible to
Tattletale,
discern
which
any
is about
details
demon
about their
Furbies.
personality or background.
It's 23 years. Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
You'll be like a goddess in there. Holy moly.
Yeah. I remember it coming out, but yeah, I never went for Ultima Online.
I
That's
did do
crazy.
quite a bit of the first... What's it called?
I watched a lot of the other Ultima, like 7, 8, 9, I think it was, games being played recently by that Australian streamer.
You played LOL for a while.
Tried it, but that's nothing like that's completely different style of game. Just because it's got 3 letters, it's not a similar game. It's
I know.
whatever it's called, tower. It's not tower defense. It's
It's kind of total defense.
sort of in a way, but it's not. Yeah, not really my kind of game. It's crazy old and has always been mine, which is very fun.
That's
Yeah.
super cool. That's
Kind
super
of
cool.
cool. Does it still get updated? Is it still? Obviously, there are servers you can play on, but is it still considered a live kind of developed game, or has it just been what it is for a long time? Oh, cool. That is cool. Nice. So I suppose a bit like WoW is like, you hear people talk about WoW now, I was like, wow, that was a game from, again, 15, 20 years ago or something, I suppose. 15 years ago. So strange to see, to realise that lots of people still play it. Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. Have you ever streamed you playing that? I don't think I've ever watched anyone playing. I've seen a few like YouTube videos of sort of things that have happened in Ultima Online. The whole... The guy that was like the originator of it, that had his own account on there, Lord British or something, isn't it? Am I Lord British or Lord British, something like that. There was various stories around him being able to resurrect in the game, or having a special character or something along those lines. I can't remember. Yeah, I think I've watched a few YouTube videos about like the lore of it. Oh, okay. Okay. That's fair. You need you just put like a box over where the login info goes in. Oh, I suppose if it logs you out, it probably puts you back on that screen straight away or something like that. I can imagine how that might be difficult. Just one small beer for me.
It needs to go in my hands for people to see. Like, in your hands, it looks kind of normal. In my hands, it does not.
Politics in the game, we don't know, but that's fair. No, that's fair. I wasn't suggesting you do stream it. I was just asking whether you ever had. That is
Although if you did stream it, we would totally watch it.
I'd be interested to know. There's there's a few of those sort of old games that still I know exist. What's the one that was always free to play? That I can't remember. I'd have to like scour my memory for it.
I used to play Guild Wars back in the day.
Except a Saturday. Yeah, you played Guild Wars. We got Guild Wars 2, but you didn't really like the Guild
No,
Wars 2.
I preferred Guild Wars, the original.
Although I think it's better now than I think it was just not very good when it came out.
I don't have Guild Wars 2 anymore, though. I have no idea where that's gone.
Oh man, I'm trying to remember what the game was. I'm going through alphabets in my head to try and remember what it was. I'm not remembering. I've tried a few of those kind of games though.
The problem is you don't like MMORPGs.
I always get frustrated by and it's the same, pretty much the same in all of those kind of games. I get frustrated by a world that doesn't feel like you're ever really changing it, apart from for yourself. But all set up in OBS, just need to put it in my Twitch stuff. Also, the time. Yeah. No, that's. I mean, you do some really long streams as well, so.
It is like 2 o'clock in the morning. I am tired. We did not have a proper dinner.
We go
I've
for
just
it.
been snacking.
You're having chocolate. You have chocolate?
So we went to a Christmas market.
Selection box.
And there's a selection box that we won. I was just going to take the number off and give it to the child. However, I'm just going to have to buy him one instead because I is in need of chocolate.
Separately wrap the Freddo for him instead.
He loves Freddos. So we have a fudge, which I don't like, so that's Kent.
Oh, thank you.
You have a curly whirly. These used to be like 8 times
You needed
size.
2 people to lift one back when we were kids.
Little buttons. Dairy milk buttons. Freddo. These used to be 10 pence, so like 25 pence now. Chomp.
Caramel bar.
Just caramel bar. There you go.
The guild is calling. Yeah, no, go. Go and enjoy your Ultima Online. At some point, my memory will kick in and I'll remember the game that I was thinking of that I tried.
Men in combat uniforms and dark coats.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of the worlds where you don't feel like you're actually making a difference, in that
From which one?
most of the MMOs, you go up to a person and you talk to them and they do all the storyline and give you a mission. It's like going and kill 10 crabs or something. It's like they are invading this beach and causing loads of problems. So is swirly whirly white and chocolate? No, they are curly whirlies. They're not white. They are
Oh, I'll put my crumble away.
curly whirlies are chocolate coated caramel, and they just explode chocolate over you. They used to be about a foot long.
Literally, we're not even making this up.
They used to be monsters, curly whirlies. Now they're very little. Like, not even big enough to really cover you in chocolate.
So, I'm not a fan of cold chocolate. Curly whirlies are the only, for me, acceptable chocolate.
They're cold.
To have cold.
Then it helps them explode everywhere.
And it helps it explode everywhere.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists.
Well, yeah, you go out,
during the last
do the mission,
by the coalition
and then
forces.
you've cleared the crabs off of a beach or something. But then everyone else that joins the game's also talking to that same person that's by then probably invisible on your screen. So you just see lots of people standing next to nothingness on your screen, and they're all running off to fight against crabs that you've already dealt with. And that's the thing that doesn't...
And I totally get that.
It's just a breaker for me.
Remember what
It's not a breaker for me, though.
said about Veld.
What did the Feld personnel when their assets? What is the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe.
What about people from the coalition, so-called moralists?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this
Charleston
situation,
Chew,
it was the
marshmallow,
colonel,
nougat,
the
covered in
superior
chocolate.
giving the orders.
Best consumed, frozen, and shattered.
I've heard of the Charleston shoes. I think I saw somebody doing one of those. They're popular at the moment, the tier list things with all of the logos and dragging them in. And everyone was saying that the Charleston shoes are awful. I don't know why the Charleston shoes are awful. But everyone I've seen doing one of those lists that had all the chocolate bars were saying Charleston shoes were awful for some reason.
These Trump bars,
A cold sea wind
one summer,
blows away the figures.
I ate through like 50 of them. Because they had we have a few pretty good theme parks in the UK. And if you ate 10 of these, you got a free kids' place. Now the kids' places back then, back in the 90s, was about £20.
Whilst 10 chop bars was actually £1.
Yeah. So it was well worth it. This is why I have problems with my teeth. Worth it for the...
Getting into the theme park for a
Worth
quid.
it for the theme parkage. It was good.
You probably could have taken...
No.
Never mind.
Come on. Well done. Well done for stopping yourself.
Oh, it might have been during Halloween. It might have been people doing the tier list things.
4B.
For yeah, it might have been 4B or somebody else doing like what you'd like to get when you go into the Halloween thing.
Trick-or-treating.
I think the only thing that sat below sort of the Charleston Chew Bar was the candy corn. Is candy corn really that bad?
No, I've tried candy corn, and it's kind of like eating wax. I've ate wax
But
before.
you like Turkish Delight. That's definitely like...
No, I love Turkish Delight, and I love the little cherry lips. It's nothing like that. It's just like wax. But not good wax.
Bad. Not good.
Like, if you get a candle and you get a bit of wax, and you like, what, it gives a bit. Candy corn kind of goes, and then it's nothing. It's not good. I've only ever had it once, and obviously we don't really do candy corn over here. I don't even remember where I got it from. But it wasn't good.
No, really
There
not.
is one. I love the Nutter. Is it Nutty Buddies? Nutter Butters? Something like that? The Nutter Butter bars? I really like them. They were good. Emma,
Is it peanut buttery type thing?
mhm.
You like peanut butter?
Yeah, waxy crystallized honey. But even then, I don't mind with the whole honeycomb. I will eat that. That is above what candy corn is. Butterfingers. It might be Butterfingers. Yeah, there were chocolate bars. My cousin got married in America, like 12 years ago now. We went to her reception. Got drunk on many wines.
Nice.
You were there?
Was I?
Yes. And she had like a bowl full of American sweets. And some of them weren't great. But I remember these Butterfinger things. They were good. I appreciate them.
Church. This one, right? Maybe.
What were we looking for?
The
Cryptid.
the traps.
Yeah.
One's in the northeast. The one that you just set up, and one near the canal across.
I think that's what it was. I think it was a Butterfinger.
Peanut butter, but kind of crispy, orangey. Orangey?
It didn't taste orangey to me. It just tasted like peanut butter, but it was a bit crispy and a bit chewy. Oh, the colour, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yes. That was really good. Gotta say, for American sweets, I love the Willy Wonka sweets. Like the Everlasting Gobstoppers and stuff like that. And Jolly Ranchers. I appreciate them very much.
A familiar apparatus
And
lies among the
your
reeds,
red
another
licorice,
one of Morel's
like
traps, weighed
the
down by stones to
red
keep it in
vines
place.
and there's another one. Twisters or something.
I think it's just the chocolate that sucks, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not a fan of American chocolate, I'm
I don't
afraid.
think Americans are a fan of American chocolate. I think once they've tried,
British chocolate.
or Belgian chocolate, or chocolate from most of the places, they probably realise that one of the things that that Americans don't do well is chocolate. Peanut butter taffy with little pieces of peanuts.
We are definitely a peanut plus household here. We like
Familiar apparatus lies on the reeds.
The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalks. Most of it melts quickly. The wind picks up here, near the Cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year. This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
we do have all of the Reese's stuff over here. Yeah, so apparently American chocolate
The next one
has
crab
a
chocolate. These are just
preservative
crab
in
traps,
it.
Do you realize?
which makes it taste a little bit funky to us because we haven't been raised on it.
Nothing's changed about this trap.
And it's a similar enzyme to what is in vomit, apparently. So I was really excited. I found some Hershey Kisses in a shop once, brought them home, and I was like, ooh, Ken, look, I've got a kiss. And tried one, and I was like, oh, these, why do people give these to people? Didn't quite get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dairy milk is Cadbury's. But we do have better chocolate.
Yeah, but not like that's pretty.
It's good.
Pretty good dairy milk.
Oh, the back. Sorry, I didn't even realize it was a. I don't have my laptop downstairs. Yeah, we were just saying that how.
Oh, sorry. Can you not see? You.
No, I'm over here. I can't see.
Oh, you're looking on your
I'm
phone.
looking
Here.
on my phone.
I can move.
You don't have to because I've got my phone. Yeah, we were just discussing how.
Here, I'll put
Jess.
that there, and I'll put this
That's
across
good.
here.
And then I should be able to see.
You see that okay?
Yep. So we were just saying, American chocolate has apparently a similar enzyme to what is in vomit. Now I didn't believe this, but then I tried Hershey's chocolate in the form of Hershey chocolate kiss. I brought it back for Ken, and I was like, no, I don't understand this at all. But we have been to Belgium and had Belgian chocolate, and been to Switzerland and had Swiss chocolate, and that even puts ours to shame, I think.
Yeah, we're a little bit.
It's just-
Europe. I think we're spoiled with chocolate.
We are
like that.
very spoiled. However, you guys definitely do boiled sweets amazingly well, like the Jolly Ranchers and things like that, and red licorice, which is my favourite. One of my best Christmas presents ever from my little brother was a full big tub when I was pregnant with Isaac. Full big tub of red vine red licorice. Oh, no wonder I ended up with gestational diabetes. I think it was his
The
fault.
old woman still
It was amazing.
sits in her chair.
Really good.
The buzz
Really,
of
really
electric
good.
lights blends together with the slow rumble of. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
I can't really
and
sleep
they also added
anymore. Only a
it
few
was the
hours
preservatives
a
that they added,
It
and
happens when
unfortunately,
you grow older.
one of the preservatives to make chocolate not melt. Well, that's why M&Ms. That's where M&Ms came from. M&Ms were
melts in your mouth.
they melt in your
hand, and that's why chocolate is not easy to melt. So almost like the cooking chocolate sort of thing, rather than just like okay. And the wars ended, and they never thought, let's actually make now good chocolate. We'll just stick with what we've got.
See, we have Skittles and Starburst over here.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Listeners, those are lovely.
Yeah.
My suggestion is
I think it's
Don't.
Foxes that we have
don't grow
of
any
our boiled
older
sweets,
than you
which are
already
fine.
are.
But
That's
I
old
definitely
enough.
prefer Jolly Ranchers.
What's
I
troubling
think it's
your
because they're
mind?
different flavors. In Britain,
I
the
can
flavors
wash
you
it,
have are
but it's
blackcurrant,
going to take
strawberry,
about a half an hour.
orange,
I could
lemon,
use a
lime.
breather. It's been another track
Is
and
would
field
you
day.
agree with that?
Yeah.
Well, hand it over then. And I must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
Oh, what a lovely person. But yeah,
The
American
lullaby
sweets,
my
American
mother
candy,
used to sing.
they
I sang
have
it to
things
my
like
kids too.
watermelon
It's an
and
old
blue
Samaran
raspberry
children's song.
and grape.
Grapes,
Cherry.
they're alternative to blackcurrant
Blackcurrant,
because
yeah.
they're not like blackcurrant.
I prefer grape.
You prefer grape to blackcurrant?
Oh, without a doubt.
Wow. You might be the only person I've ever heard.
Oh, I think it's because I had blackcurrant everything growing up.
Maybe it's so good.
No,
It's the best of the flavors.
I don't think so. Like the red Starbursts and Skittles were always my favourite. Purples were okay, but
Twizzlers and a great divide between a red velvet.
Twizzlers, that's the one.
Oh, that's like the Coke and Pepsi thing, is it?
Twizzlers. I get Twizzlers from one of our shops, and I do sit here. Isaac, I only eat it now when Isaac's not home.
That's kind of grim.
Because
for a
Isaac
children's
keeps
song,
nicking off
even
of
if
it.
is for love.
I don't want to share my Twizzlers.
Yes,
Because they cost like
it
£1.50 a pack over here. So they're like my once a now and then treat. Although I might buy myself something to put in my
It's
stocking.
barely a village anymore.
Right.
We
I might buy myself
almost
something to put in my
don't
stocking.
exist. This is pretty much a non-place. A gap, a blank spot on the map, just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Pornographically poor.
I don't think I get that.
This place is pornographically poor. There's
It-
got to be something here.
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
Oh, bless her.
Riddles. Fits with the general ambiance.
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing.
Beer is going down well. It's actually a beer that fits in my hand quite nicely.
I know, that's what I was saying. Like, you pick it up and you're like, yeah, this is a good beer. And I pick it up and I've got to use 2 hands to carry it.
Yeah, I get used to using 2 hands for things around me.
Your head. Your ego. Certainly not your cock.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Right, fine. The bollocks. The bollocks to say it.
Yeah. That's the only thing.
Or just there is bollocks. Talking bollocks.
Why not both?
Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days. Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Something I can do for you to find your way, officer?
Yeah, give me the cash.
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
We found most of that.
Carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Yeah, we found it all.
We found most of
And
that.
we've stolen it all, lady. Just
Yeah.
let us know.
Oh, can we not give... We've got 108 real. Can we not at least give her like 8?
Over there,
No.
you can find
You're so evil.
more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium garden. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. If you knew folks live in the house to the east. But they are away
He's
right
got a real
now.
chesty cough going on, isn't he?
I'm going to have to go out tomorrow. Get him a cough bottle.
Okay.
And some new shoes.
That's an issue. Sunday tomorrow, or today. What,
This place is open.
Yeah, okay. I was just saying in case like you didn't realise. A lot of places aren't. Has he got maybe he wants to take him up like a water bottle or maybe put some Vicks in his chest or something?
Fix might work.
And
Yeah,
then
it seems
there's
wrong.
the drunks.
If you want to play a bit.
Not a pretty sight.
It's the
But there's
drunks.
little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them. Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place
The kids are
wouldn't
not all
have
there.
a spark of life left.
The kids are a little bit dumb.
I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation.
They call
A new
me
fist pops up every now
Tequila
and then
Sunset.
the old one disappears and is forgotten. This is who we are.
Wow. Rotating drunks. Okay, dude. Thank you for popping by. Always a pleasure to have you here. You take care. You take care. There's another topic I'd like to address.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Further down the coast.
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nice.
Don't worry, you'll be going to the church again soon. Because they're making speed there. And they're playing some hardcore. And I can see you all dancing to some hardcore. And taking some speed, lady. I think so. I think so. I think she's going to be...
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
Although, I have stolen all of your money from under the boxes, so... You might not be able to afford to buy the speed.
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church. Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty. I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then. Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed. No one. That's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young. And so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else. What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible.
The impossible door.
Nothing is impossible, surely.
And now you know everything there is to know about this coast. Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
I am Lieutenant Double Freighter Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
That's right. I prefer that to Harry to Tequila Sunset. But some people call me Tequila Sunset. That's okay. This bucket? Oh, the bin. Let's get inside the bin. That's okay. Wait. Me. Wait.
This is it, the scene of the party.
Oh,
The fire pit.
Cigarettes and empty
Cigarettes
bottles.
and empty bottles all evidence it. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Goose.
Looks like it. Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Wait, what's happening there? crap.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hit, the reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Snow covers the broken stalks like a shroud, and they shimmer, ghostly, in the darkness. In the east, the city center hums to you, the constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again, always the cold. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these
Oh,
and we're
fine.
done.
Have we already gone?
Yeah, I think it's very empty as all. Empty as all of them. That's one more of these, and we're done. You get tired? Oh, wait. Oh.
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
He is tired.
I
Right.
mean, it's quite late. It's...
Yeah, we're going to get to this one. Then back to the one that he's just set up. Let's go! Possibly along this way. Drunken dudes.
Allez-vous-en.
My lady. I'm just heading left by morale. Yes. Basically up here.
Something you have that I definitely don't.
Right here.
This is the last of the traps. The one Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. The reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble, while the snow falls all around. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locust. No phasmid either, but still.
Closer still?
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there, I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked the trap up and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them.
Good point,
I
Ken.
could present more
You're
theories,
100%
but
point.
then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not. Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We are not cryptozoologists. We are cops.
That's fair, Ken.
The reeds by the the later it gets, the colder. You've checked all the traps now.
Double checking, triple checking. Double checking, triple checking, double checking, bus. Bus.
Right, you need to get back and have some sleep.
Yeah, I've already paid for a night I can sleep in the main place. So
Good. Yeah, so you're gonna go there.
yeah, this well, I mean it's not that late. I can get rid of right there. I can get rid of him. Get somewhere close to the church, which I think is here. Some cool station and the public library. The whirler gig. Okay, we're going to do that. So we are going to... I think I can get straight to the waterfront.
Yay for fast travel!
Yay for fast
Maybe
travel.
you can look out the window as well. We
There's,
haven't discovered what time the window is.
not yet. I can do these. I think I can call in using the car. Maybe.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
Unidentified middle-aged man, height 170, 175. Maybe I can identify him actually if I call the library first. Dark hair, medium build, looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the ball and hit his head against the bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
Switch this over to...
Neela.
See neither of it. No. Seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
Boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card in his
Any
pockets.
information on the library card?
From Central Java Public Library, he belongs to someone named Billy Immersion.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the
I have
case.
assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
No, to
Please
me.
follow up on this
Yeah.
library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the
Until
library is
6.
open from 10
Okay,
a.m.
We
that's
should try
fine.
again during business hours.
Anything else, Detective? 57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see
Alright. We're out of here.
Good job.
Easy peasy. That's, yeah, let's pop in here. You need to go for me. We can't even look at the window when they're not here.
Okay.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's like a reveal thing to them. I think it's like a shocker. Morale.
Don't think it's any of these guys.
I think I might have to see him in the morning. Well, I wonder if I can use my big pry bar
you
to get this
see a
open.
heavy steel door with a prominent dimple.
What happens if I've got my big bad boy pry bar in my hands?
You see a heavy steel. The door does not budge. The door does not. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50.
There
It
you go.
leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
I go for wee wee. Feel free to explore. Be right back.
Okay. Right, okay.
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right? Cool. Now, what can I do for you?
Can I get Kim to sing some karaoke with me? No. Man, that would have been so much fun. Check to see if anybody's upstairs. No. Okay, can't talk to her. Okay, I thought I might have been able to. Yeah. Not a lot going on. Think. Probably. Bedtime of the game. Yep, not getting anything else. Oh, I break. I mean, not a lot doing here. I talked to the ball guy, he didn't say anything. Talked to Gart and just said that the church was my life, and he said cool.
This door can only be opened with a key or from...
So we're upstairs.
That's reasonable. I wonder if Kim wants to do the whole having a smoke out here. Oh, it's been out here.
I've been out here, but didn't actually talk to Kim.
Yes?
Okay. No, if I go to my room, he might then do you want to smoke out on the thing? What he did before. See you in the morning.
No, it's not fun to.
I've got another chance of doing this.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Need chain
Your
cutters.
face. A door.
Right, we need
expression.
Someone to run your foot over.
Interfacing.
Yeah, so let's have another go at that. Then we can try that.
Okay.
Okay, so interfacing.
Chain cutters instead of your...
Yeah, we're going to get these in the hand. Then we need as much on... Let's just check we ain't got anything that turns down interfacing. Then we should try to improve interfacing where we can. I don't think any of these have interfacing.
Can't ever remember seeing interfacing on anything. Yeah.
Is interfacing it's there. Let's make out pick locks and pockets. Thoughts? No, just all that stuff. So we've got an option. We can.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face.
We can put a point into it if you like.
With the
Yeah,
expression.
why not?
That
Let's
also
try it.
needs points in electrochemistry. How many things we got?
I'm not sure.
Screw it. Oh, skill cap reach on interfacing. Okay.
Oh.
Hold on. Okay.
Don't know how we could do that then.
Okay. I also don't know. Also don't know. Pretty funky hat. Yeah, he was making some noises.
Yeah. You smell it and fix them.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
There's a chance that I'll never be able to do that then.
Adorned with
Can do electrochemistry though, maybe?
Maybe I can put a point into the electrochemistry. I can try that then. Okay. So a point into... Where's my electrochemistry? There. Level it up. Screw it.
Why can't we revert?
We can revert thing. Oh, no.
Oh, that is saying locked now.
No, that's low.
No,
this one, yeah, that's locked. It was locked before. So that'd be for now. Now we need as much as we can on electrochemistry. That's
Plus
already
one.
up on electrochemistry.
Plus
That's
one.
up on electrochemistry.
Plus one.
Oh my god. We're already probably about as high up as we can on electrochemistry here. So the only other thing that we can maybe do is take some drugs, but I ain't got any drugs on me. What's our percentage?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
17.
In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Feel lucky.
Still not.
You should.
Oh, it wasn't bad.
It won't come off that easy.
That's fine.
The fan stands still.
I come back out here. Does him just suddenly turn back up again? What have I got rid of him now? Different. I thought he was going to be like out here for his smoke or something.
Apparently not.
Interesting. Interesting.
The lieutenant's door is closed. No response. Still, where is he? Isn't it party o'clock? Is he not worried that you haven't found the murder weapon yet? Doesn't he want to go for a little drive? You hear the sound of a drawer closing, followed by the shuffling of feet.
Is that you, Harry? What time is it?
No, thou art got.
It's
Is
party
I
time.
Gart, manager of this fair cafeteria?
Very funny. What do you want? To clear our heads from what? Sleep? Good night, Harry.
Hey, hey.
Father came after hours. He probably
The
won't mind.
lieutenant's
Yeah, he does.
The door is closed. This door can, as you hold the metal, you sense the warmth left there by her hand. Still nothing. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a...
Wow.
Stop punching the door, you weirdo.
Okay.
Hey, was there something you
I'm
needed?
very tired though. It's 23. I think I'm gonna have to go
Another
to bed.
thing. Great.
I think you're gonna have to do
Yes.
Some
without the feisty.
I can either do some without the feisty, or I could switch to a rage game or something.
Whatever you want to do, but I'm gonna have to go to bed because my goodness,
tracks
Kenneth,
are
it
as
is
they have ever been.
23,
A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunately,
and
yes,
I definitely
and ended up half
eat
sunken
all
in
mush
the
paint
sea.
off my face and then get
You
to
must
bed
have been tripping.
because Isaac is going to be a right one tomorrow.
Right one.
I think so. But, you know, you're heading well towards your 4-hour gaming that you thought you were going to do.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, good on you. I did say I was going to see how far it'll.
There are 8 pairs
You have
of
about an
tracks
hour
in the
left.
mud. You won't get far without the lieutenant here to bounce thoughts off of.
Mwah.
Where could he be right now?
Night, everybody.
Yeah, I'll probably.
It is 2:45.
Are you staying? Are you watching on your? You staying on your phone?
I will until I fall asleep.
I mean, I'll probably come up in a bit and just raid into Neela or somebody. Who else we got? Either Neela or Learn or Talk. Somebody. Can race in a bit then.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck
See?
about anything. Kuno doesn't.
How much empathy can we get going on? We got empathy things. Got empathy shoes. Empathy book. Empathy glasses. We'll have to do.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
8%.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a fucking right, pig. Kuno's feeling. Don't be yanking your shit in front of the Kuno. Kuno's always serious. Always.
Belying the act. He's actually telling the truth. Or at least 0.0. He's got to at least know a source. Look at him. You need to figure this out somehow.
Kuno's Kuno? You already know that slow shit. Kuno thinks you have brain damage or some shit. Kuno kid.
Kuno, stop being nice to the pig! Step away from Kuno, fat-ass creep!
Ease off, see. Don't be telling Kuno what Kuno can do. What else you want, pigman? The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Fuck no!
Kuno, they've almost...
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
He'd rather die than work with the justice system.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno does not.
The trash container stands in the springs. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Right, okay.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front. Other than developing a personal relationship, looks like you were right. You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
Can I still get into this place? Maybe I can buy the... Ooh, does let me... I want one of these little figurines.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in wrap. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets. That they do. The uniforms are precisely...
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even...
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Maybe.
Big men on big horses.
Yes. A little worn around the edges, but
This set of...
You're probably... I think their poverty... I don't like either set.
This set of
You're probably... I think they're... I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers.
typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been... This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
I do see.
It was brought to me to be altered.
The light's buzzing resembles the purring of a cat. It seems very much at home here.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. There's also the matter of rewiring, but the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
All the old boomboxes are there. Blink.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
Okay, so I actually got my point back. Yeah, listen, I got to try and get the Kuno thing. So empathy, I've removed this one because it lost my empathy. Suggestion. And now I'm going to put something. What should we learn? What should we learn? What should we do? One half-light. Hardcore! I'm feeling like find out about Lemillion. Internalize it. Let's find out what it does. Hardcore! Let's see if that jump in empathy by removing the thing is actually enough to try Kuno again.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
What's going on is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, thrown around in sin like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster. Can't take the Kuno. Stay out of the reactor.
Kuno gonna fuck you up! Up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work.
Kuno doesn't...
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the case.
Alright, okay. I think sleep time. I tried. Today is not the day. Tomorrow is going to bring great things.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting, but it's you. It's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feel like weeks of work on the case. You have to try. After what feels like hours, you feel you might be sleeping.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner in every street.
Recorded in you. Forever. On Ferrotape.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising. Rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, You make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The rain, the snow. I don't want to. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right. I am an agent of the world. But if I want to be the agent of nothing, no, I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
Brother man, brother.
For the working class.
Oh, for the working class.
For Revacol. Always and only Revacol.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
I'm building communism for all. This time we won't fail.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
I feel the pillow under my cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time. Rise and shine, comrade. It's time to get to work. Despite all the thinking you've been doing, only 0.0001% of communism has been built. It's too great a task to undertake alone. You're going to have to get organized. Uh-oh. Organization hasn't exactly been your strong suit, historically speaking.
I'm ready. Let's get to it.
You must seek out your revolutionary brothers and sisters. Find out how much communism they've built. Then, together, maybe you'll be able to build as much as 0.0002% of communism. But it won't be easy. Decades of persecution by coalition authorities have driven the remaining communists of Martinaise underground.
But I'm part of the coalition authorities. Have I been persecuting communists the whole time? Will they help me fire up Mazov's socialist sausage grinder?
Just between us, you may want to lay off this grind up the bourgeoisie stuff. It's a bit off-putting, even to fellow communists.
But I am part of the coalition authorities.
If you have been, it's only because you're a double agent acting in furtherance of your long-term objectives. Listen to this. Do you really think you're the kind of person an underground communist cell would entrust with a mission that requires such discretion?
Maybe.
Regardless, what's past is past. You need to look forward to the work of building communism for all. Let your nose guide you, detective. Yes, fortunately, communists are known to have a very distinct smell.
Commie smell.
You really have no idea what they're talking about. There's no linkage between ideology and olfaction. Failure. It's a smell you know all too well, simultaneously repulsive and yet darkly appealing. Musty with a sharp tang, but also a remnant of lost sweetness, like a rotting mango that's been swaddled in a coat from your grandfather's attic. What you're smelling is your own body odor, of course. Nothing a shower and change of clothes couldn't fix. People sometimes complain there are no real communists left in Martinaise, but you can smell their presence. Incidentally, during the waning days of the anti-centennial revolution, a number of Revacholian communards constructed elaborate hideouts in abandoned root cellars, hollowed out tree trunks, and even residential sewage. First, you'll have to locate the remaining communists in Martinaise. When you get near to again, no, it won't. Any olfactory, judging from the bust of Krasmazov and other revolutionary paraphernalia you discovered, it seems that the Cape Side apartments may be a hotbed of communist activity. Here we go. Wake, brave worker. 'Tis no time.
Yes? What is it? That was pretty good, Harry. Wasn't it, Jean?
That was... Yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had cluster headaches. Horrible. Truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this torture again.
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse, and I really liked it.
She actually did.
Yeah.
Well, raising 2 children and half a husband on a patrol officer's wage? Yes, I guess I am working class.
Cool. I am too.
Okay. Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He's an asshole.
You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both assholes.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Spiritico.
Again? I can't believe this.
You know what it
Yes.
is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the...
Yes, got some bread. Ben needs bread. Ben needs bread. Oh. The boy has bread.
To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good. Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner. Okay. How about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever you were doing then? Oh no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
You're not going to believe this, but police officers, yes sir, solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang. Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man. Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness. Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at, but still. Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again? I can't. I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say? God fucking shit.
None of this is great news for him. Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind.
It's clearly like my father. Oh wait, who's this dude?
Hello, officer.
Oh, is he
Name's
like
Gary. Boy, am I ever so grateful to you. But I'm not the...
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Don't... It's great to...
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Truly a lot of legwork. My partner adores these kinds of things.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an antique, quite special.
Wow, cool.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes. You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense.
But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
Measuring things is important. How did she get the size?
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach
Hey,
near a
how
tall
does she ever
stand of
finish
trees.
games?
Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember.
I mean,
When
I don't know.
all of a sudden,
I don't know. Your Twitch. Oh yeah. Sorry, RX. However, I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce your name, but RX. I deliberately grew out my hair and my beard for 3 or 4 months in order to look just like Harry. There's a I did a gif, an actually really good sort of lined up, shaved this bit off, did it all the same. Wasn't overly popular with my other half. She detested me looking like that. But yeah, I grew it all out to get the at least one session of this game where I played it looking just like him. Yeah, I really did. I've got a bunch of photos of me whilst I look like that. And then had a shave, had a haircut, and I no longer look like that dude. But thanks for saying so. It's nice that it's nice that it's noticed. Maybe I can find. Hold on. I'll tell you what. Let me see if Discord is about. Discord. Here we go. There's me. There's Harry. And there's me. I feel like I got it pretty close. Yes. It was timing, Jim. It was just like I happened to be that day that I was doing it, and I forgot that it was a half sword thing going on. I think it looked quite good, but yeah, I got pretty close. Is Neela's still on the killer frequency, isn't she? That game looks great. I've watched too many people play it, so I kind of know the story. Almost ruined it for myself, but fantastic style, fantastic look, and fantastic like concept for the game. I really like the look of Killer Frequency. I wish I'd never seen anyone play it, and I'd played it through myself and experienced it. But has she spent like an hour just trying to throw paper into the hoop? Enjoying her chairs. Jess played through it about a month ago. Maybe you missed that, but yeah, she battled through it in I think 2 sessions. It's not. I mean, it seems like quite a long game because Neela's been playing it for like 4 sessions or something now. But I didn't actually think it was that long a game. I suppose it depends on. Oh, for yeah. Jess, I think Jess did it in. I think it was in 2 sessions. Jess finished it. I think. Yeah. Good game. Yeah, I definitely watched. There's sections of it missed, but I definitely watched her finishing the game, the last section of it. I did find out who the whistler was and the exciting finale section of it. No, really good looking game though. Very good. As you can see, Feisty has headed to bed. I'm not long for this before I raid into somebody. I'm just catching up with Lena, getting my prizes for delivering her husband home.
I looked up, and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I'd never seen anything like it. The reeds turned into a creature. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds. I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there, knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
No. They're like a couple of flat earthers that have met up randomly. They're both telling the same random crap to each other and, and winding each other up. Neither of them wanting to admit the lie.
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
What if it is the case?
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
Our first, yes.
The old woman looks at her husband tenderly.
The glance is tender, yes, but tempered by something else. A thought she can't express, even to him. Interesting.
That she was lying the whole time.
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
Very, very, yeah, measured of you, Kim. Maybe
How
you
could
imagined.
she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about the phasmid. This is the main thing here. What makes it a confirmed sighting? She had no previous knowledge of the insect.
You know.
So she couldn't have made it up, or imagined it.
The logic, however.
True, yes. I'm almost certain neither my mother nor my grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena, you trying to tell us you saw the Insul Indian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here. They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it.
Okay.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny
day. So
warm.
warm. A warm day. We're looking for it out in the snow.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere.
Okay. I got the Territorn tie, green hip pen. Okay, I want as much suggestion as I can get. More suggestion, more suggestion. Let's check. Nothing here ruins suggestion, but I've got +1 suggestion on this one. -1 suggestion. Okay, what's this? Territorn eye. Let's get this. Let's get that on. Okay. Come on, give me a good roll. Give me a good roll.
Sweetie. So nice to see you again.
No.
Oh,
you
Red.
don't have any new winning tactics to get the woman to spill the beans about cryptids.
Suggestion. Screw it. Put my point into suggestion. Where's my suggestion? Here. Gimme.
Oh, hello, sweetie.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
Moving in on Lena. Come on, Lena. You don't need no Australian dude.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Cryptozoologisting. I like the sound of that.
And I don't. Just one.
Oh, God damn it, Kim.
Ooh, tough choice there.
Oh no, I've got to choose which cryptid. Let's go, stupid Kim. Is this a bird a cryptid? Hi. What's the biggest cryptid? What's the tiniest cryptid? What's the most dangerous cryptid? Is it cryptid in the pen you gave me? Are there any invisible cryptids? Okay, we're going to have to go with the Thai one.
No. It's the cryptid.
Wow. The cryptid?
Yes.
Small silvery skull shines between your fingers. Its beak sharp. Okay, what is this bird?
The eight-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until...
Mutation? All of evolution is a mutation.
Yeah, that's true. Until
it was sighted by renowned Gotvaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
This renown seems a bit dubious. Your own catalogue comes up completely empty. But, of course, you are not all-knowing.
Okay, I need to hear about this sighting. Oh yeah, I'm excited.
On a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm.
Okay. And
The
Umaro
world's largest canyon system, sweetie. It's a barren waste east of the Erg Desert. An ancient riverbed completely dried up.
Ooh. So what happened?
Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years. Since the fall of Pericarnassus, he was lost, without any navigation equipment and desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great black bird. It seemed gargantuan. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uwe got there, the teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
So he was following it?
Yes, or rather, hunting. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plattenkalk followed the teratorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest. The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist. Then, the teratorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird. The bird was controlling his mind.
No.
Kept him from approaching.
No.
He could step back. Every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uwe spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away.
No. An 8-eyed, mind-controlling bird. Yeah.
Absolutely, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since, but Wamrau is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade, latest.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also does mind control.
He's sincere. He likes the audacity of it.
Okay, so was that the last anyone saw of it?
Sadly, yes. But there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Ilmara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle. an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Not really. It's just stylization. The way they drew eyes. It's not a zoological drawing.
Very, very hard.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know? Yes, it's the kind green ape. Half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus Homo. Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the... Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Same taxonomic family, different genus. Which is to say, the kind green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor, and that evolved parallel to our own. Just like your partners.
I knew it, Kim. You're not human. Ha! That's why I was to set the lead, right, Kim?
I'm beginning to wonder if I should.
Please don't misunderstand me, either of you. I didn't mean to imply that Saolites are inferior to us. In many ways, you are superior. For example, your earwax doesn't have a foul odor like ours does.
A tremendous evolutionary advantage, I'm sure. But perhaps we've had enough speculative biology for today?
Okay.
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
He nods approvingly.
Fine. God damn it, Kim. Really want to hear about more cryptids.
I really owe you one for getting us out of those reeds, officer. Fine, Yellow Man. I mean...
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes Yellow Man. Might this be the owner of that mug you found in the trash? This is something to ask him about, after a little probing first.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
This man respects authority too much to see you for what you are. Pretend thou art a sober man.
I've been tempted on occasion, but someone has to stay strong for Revacol. Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
After all this time with Morel, he must have an opinion on cryptids. This could lead to a good one.
Oh, yes. The burning rhino. Morel doubts he's real, but I don't much care, because I won't be the one looking for him out in Safra Serai. A rhinoceros that looks ordinary during the day, but burns brightly by night. Well, at least the males do. The flames are not just for decoration. They are an integral part of the beast's mating behavior.
Makes sense.
During the burning rhino's mating season, herds of male rhinos, all aflame, encircle herds of female rhinos, forming a fiery ring as they begin to copulate. Loudly. Local peasants call it the passion ring. They fear the rhinos, as perhaps they should. Anyway.
The lieutenant sighs, without looking up from his notes. It's clear the burning rhino is dear to him on many levels, some even spiritual.
They have special ducts just above their shoulder blades that secrete a combustible fluid. When the rhino is just beginning to light itself, it looks as though it has wings of fire.
But how is this combustible fluid lit?
The rhino starts running very fast to build heat, then stops, raises its head, and sparks fly from its neck, setting its back ablaze.
We don't really do that around here.
Perhaps we should have more such decisive action in Revacol. You know, this city used to be a flaming rhino once. A long time ago. My mug? Why would you think that? How do you mean? Forgive me, officer, but we've only just met.
He's trying to avoid lying to you outright, in case you really have been to his apartment.
Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer.
Okay.
You're not going to find me, are you?
Oh yeah, 250 real. Yeah, give me 100 real.
Okay, I deserve that. And I won't. I don't know what got into me. Stuffing my garbage in another man's property. I've been having trouble at work lately. The Koikos are price dumping us out of competition.
Oh.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
Here we go. Start pumping that sweet info.
Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim and hang them in that trash container? How did you get into it?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Ooh.
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Officer, please, let me explain. It's not like that. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
What sound? I haven't the slightest. There's lots of weird sounds in a bar like this, though. Pinball.
Maybe it was pinball.
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
He's wearing some of his armor. Give me that armor, give me it.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing.
What sound? Really? There's lots of weird sounds in...
Maybe it was pinball.
I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
Does this mean you were in his apartment, admiring his colonial mug collection? Perhaps it would be interesting.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next races will be a really good one? Well, this is that racist.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact. Oh, yes, of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's...
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. You might be able to discuss it with him when the lieutenant isn't here, if you can remember it.
Sure do.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
How? But why were you in my apartment, officer? So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me. What could it be about? I probably talked too loud. In the whirling. About some theories I had. Whatever it is, I'm done with it. I won't do it again. If there's anything I can do to assist you, or the Union, just ask.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door-opening operation.
It's just getting better. Let's just see if I can up my composure at all before popping that on. I wish there was a way of just clicking and going, oh wait. Oh, I can see that the items, I know from this that there's nothing in composure at the moment. Of course, that's good. I can then go to close. I don't know if there's a way of looking to see if there's go. Get the shoes on. Composure +1. Okay, that's all I've got, but that's fine. That's better than nothing.
Very generous. I mean, officers.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together. as if something is ready to rip out from underneath. Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from...
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did, and I didn't want you to know.
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth. This shame is surprisingly sincere.
Gary, what's going on?
I took the hangman's cuirass. I didn't mean to.
God damn it, Gary.
Damn it, Gary. Oh yeah. God damn it, Gary.
I know.
Shame on you. Give the cuirass to the officer at once.
Yeah, you listen to Lena.
Gary didn't mean to interfere with your investigation officers. He's just thick-headed and poor as dirt.
He should be poor as dirt. He's just paid me 100 real for putting a broken mug in the bin.
Knows what jungles.
He's a loyal friend.
Give me that armor now.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat, but so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Now, why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
It wasn't only the cuirass that was left. His boots were left as well. No one took his boots.
We're detecting sincere contrition here, sire. He's not trying to flatter anyone.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
They were thoroughly conservative men, he realizes suddenly.
You know who killed the hangman?
I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. Okay. I don't know.
This is all he knows.
Why did you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you.
He's a scaredy cat.
Yeah, we know. Are we done here, Gary?
Absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
I'll give you cooperation. Well, I charged him 100 real, but I think I... Did I take a cut of it? Did I take anything? I don't think so. But I do have the Fairweather T500 Cuirass. I get extra violation, minus empathy, but more on the pain threshold. It looks oh, it goes on, it goes underneath, does it? Oh wow. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I get an extra morale. That's better than I expected. Okay. That has power-ups.
Ha ha! Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
So, we are going to tell Morel about the lack of phasmids that we found in the traps. We are then going to raid out.
He tries to play it cool.
Feel free
Remain
to
but inside, this
pop us
man
any
is itching for some
suggestions.
news on those traps.
We'll have a look who's about that I've got on my list. So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And
One of them was empty.
completely empty?
Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but
The empty trap was the one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it somehow?
I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Lying to each other.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
She's lying to herself, she's lying to him, he's lying to her, he's lying to himself. All in a mixed all lying.
Of course, more clever.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps. Make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
It's not very scientific to reason backward from a conclusion you want to be true. That's true. Yes, that is exactly what it is. A Death Hunter. I'm going with the... let's give him a dose of truth, yeah?
I appreciate your concern, officer, but please leave this to the experts. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture. Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably...
So we watched Inland Empire before I came on and started playing this. It's not really explaining why the Inland Empire points make those kind of statements. I probably need to understand that, but I don't need to understand that film anymore. It's bonkers, just as bonkers as you'd expect.
Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity?
Oh yeah. Let's have an alternative. Oh wait, oh, did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. It's got his...
Thanks.
Right. Let's throw this. Let's just go straight. Just.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy.
Who knows?
A little hooligan.
Hooligan.
What would a child want with bugs?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
Oh, Kim likes delinquents. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, It's been fun, really. But I need a bath, and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of Sue's Reinty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
Okay. Okay, right. Auto save, that's good. I'll do a real save as well. Real save. And then let's see what we got here, guys. We got I don't care, you can see what I've got on Twitch here. We've got Nia, we've got Learn, Camel, Visual BDR, Toxics, second place, Near Arcade. I don't really watch Joe Rye. Okay, these we're probably, it's one of these or this one. Toxics, Learn. I can't raid into Neela. Neela has 69 people. I mean, I'm currently watching. Neela has 69 people watching. I'm not going to upset that. That's perfect. Red Dead Redemption, Baldur's Gate 3. Let's bother Learn on this occasion. We'll get Toxics next time. Right. Guys, thank you for yet another lovely time. Oh god. Getting the disco. We will hit the disco again sometime.
This beautiful entity came to me, promised to protect me. Told me the parasite in our heads
Yeah,
could give
cool.
us
Right, let's go bother Learn.
Same.
Sounds like it. What did you make of it?
Hot.